of West Branch Bear football, and what a historic night it is. This is the last Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference game to be played here at Oliphant Street Field. The Bears come into this game at 7-0. They win this game. They've assured themselves at least a clinched at least a tie for the conference championship last week by beating Tipton. Tonight they could possibly win the conference title outright for the first time in 25 years. Tonight's opponent is the Mount Vernon Mustangs, and it wasn't a typical football season in Mount Vernon last fall. The Mustangs, sporting a junior-dominated team, struggled to a 2-7 record, 2-6 in the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference. That isn't what Hall of Fame coach Jim Bellamy is used to. In 31 years, Bellamy has compiled a 191, 84, and 4 record. That's a 68.5% winning percentage, with 140 of those wins coming at Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon returns 9 starters and 16 lettermen. Combine that with Bellamy's reputation of getting the most from his players, and the Mustangs can give opponents fits. We have more experience than last year, and our size is okay, Bellamy said, but I would like to have more team speed. A disadvantage is that Mount Vernon plays Solon, West Branch, Tipton, and Wilton all on the road this fall. And so far, the Mustangs come into this game with a 2-4 record. They lost at Solon. They won against Iowa City Regina. They beat Wilton. They lost to Mid-Prairie, they lost to Tipton, they lost to West Liberty, and last week, surprisingly, they lost to Clear Creek Amana, 33-14 or 33-16, we believe that score was. So this could be a very interesting football game tonight. The Bears have their work cut out for them, and as you know, Coach Bellamy is never an easy coach to beat, especially if he gets his offense clicking. Try to give you a few pregame stats here from the Tipton Conservative this week. The rushing leaders we find is Kevin Braddock still leads the league in rushing at 705 yards, and that's 117.5 per game average. And one thing we'd like to say is that basically that 705 yards has come in 5.5 games, because he was injured the second half of the Wilton game, didn't play hardly at all the second half, and then elected to set out the Wilton game, where he, I'm sure, could have got a lot more yards than he has. So basically he's leading the league in 5.5 games played, so that's quite a tribute to Kevin. We find that Ryan Glazebrook sneaks in there in 10th place with 452 yards, and believe it or not, Kevin Stout is in 14th position with 327 yards. So we have 3 kids in the rushing stats this week. J.D. Grimm is just steadily progressing as a passer. He now finds himself in 2nd place. He's got 42 attempts and 23 completions and only 1 interception for a total of 498 yards. And the scoring leaders, and I find this statistic quite amazing, is that we have 4 players in the top 11 in the conference in scoring. J.D. Grimm is 2nd with 9 touchdowns and a total of 61 points. Kevin Braddock is 5th with 44 points. Ryan Glazebrook is 6th with 42. And Kevin Stout is 11th with 36. In the overall team stats, West Branch leads the conference at 7-0. Solon right behind at 5-1. They're 5-2 overall. And Mid-Prairie and Tipton are tied for 3rd at 4-2. The team offense finds Solon still in the lead on offense, with West Branch 2nd. And on team defense, Solon also leads that, but West Branch once again is 2nd. So we'll be back in just a second to bring you tonight's game. Thanks. Mount Vernon set to kick off here. They're going to be kicking from the north end of the field. The Bears will be receiving on the south end. Rorick and Stout, as usual, back to receive. We'd just like to tip our hat to the West Branch coaching staff here before the kickoff, and we'll get back here after the kickoff. We've got a few words we'd like to say. Short kick, and Scott takes it at about the West Branch 30, heads up the right side, stays on his feet, and he's out to about the West Branch 43-yard line. Kick on just a little bit early here, and we'd just like to tip our hat to Butch Peterson, the head coach, Larry Rummels, the offensive coordinator, special teams, receivers, and defensive backs coach, Florian Rorick, for the great job that they've done this season. 1st and 10, ball on the Bear 43. Handoff over the left side to Glazebrook, and he gets maybe 1. Number 32. 2nd down, 9 here for the Bears. Ball still, we'll call it on the 44 now. Give Glazebrook about a yard on that last carry. 2nd play from scrimmage. Grimm fakes a handoff, pitches wide to Stout, and boy, he's got room down the left side. He steps out at about, we'll call it the Mount Vernon. Fine run there by Kevin Stout. This time Braddock carries to the right side, cuts inside, then goes outside, and he's going to get about 4. An official time on the field here. Well, we got just a second. We'd really like to tip our hat to Tom Peterson, the head coach of the Fresh Soft. They won tonight. They finished this season with a 6-2 record, and that's a great tribute to Tom and his crew. And we'll get their names in here pretty quick. Stout in motion to the left. Late pitch to Stout again. Cuts it inside. Down that left side, and he could go. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! All right, Mr. Jones in to attempt the extra point here. Fine young kicker. And the partially blocked, and it's going to be no good. Finish what we started earlier there, and that's once again honoring Tom Peterson and his Fresh Soft offensive coordinators, Barney Sexton. His special teams Fresh Soft is Ray Meyer, and the swing coach, in other words, the guy that works with the varsity in both the Fresh Soft also is Rick Sexton. And what a fine job they've done to bring those freshmen sophomore along and claim sole possession of second place in the Fresh Soft standings. Good kick all the way to about the Mount Vernon 15 where it's fumbled, and he's going to be hit by a host of Bears there. Vernon set to go on their own 16. Scott Jones doing a great job on that kickoff as he's done all year. He's consistently right around the 10-yard line. Big hole over the right side, and Bears get a big break. We had a fumble on that play, so the Bears take over at their own 19 or at Mount Vernon 19-yard line with 9:29 to go, first quarter. And offsides against Mount Vernon gives the Bears a 1st and 5. Now the ball's on the Mount Vernon 15. Handoff inside to Braddock, and boy, he scores through there, and he could go. Cuts the corner. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! Braddock a 15-yard run for the touchdown. They go for 2 here. They lead 12-0. This time they pitch wide to Glazebrook, puts his head down, runs into a guy, stays on his feet, and he's going to be a little short. Scott Jones set to kick off for the Bears. Bears special teams doing a nice job this season also. As we said before, Jones consistently puts that ball around the 10-yard line. Fine young kicker. There it is again, a line drive, hits at the 15, picked up at the 10, straight up the middle, has a nice hole. He's hit and down at about the 31-yard line, and that was Kevin Stout on the tackle. We might add that Chad Federlin was the young man that recovered that fumble on that last play before the touchdown. Bear fans out in force here tonight. Game time temperature was 41 degrees, and the stands are just packed over here on the west side. Handoff inside, and he could go into the open. Braddock's the only guy that can get him. He has the angle, and down he goes at the Bear 25. And run there by Mount Vernon. They show the Bears they're not going to roll over and play dead here tonight either. Ball on the Bear 25-yard line. Braddock saved the touchdown. This time they go inside again for maybe a yard. No gain on that last play. 2nd and 10. Ball still on the Bear 25 with 7:37 to go. First quarter. Mount Vernon back to throw under heavy rush, and he way overthrows the man. 3rd and 10 here. Mount Vernon not afraid to throw the football. This time he fakes that inside handoff. He's under heavy pressure. The ball's fumbled, and we'll wait and see who has it. Bears have it. Scott in there. We don't know who finally wound up with that football. There was a bunch of Bears, so we don't want to short anyone here. Stout in motion to the right. This time Grimm back to throw under heavy pressure. Still gets it off to Braddock. Nice catch by Braddock at about the diving catch there. But I'll tell you what, Grimm can throw the football. A lot of people don't like to give him credit, but I will. Stout in motion to the left. Handoff to Braddock, puts his head down and gets a couple. Down play here for the Bears. Third, we'll call it 4. The ball right on the Bear 45-yard line with 5:42 to go first quarter. Handoff to Braddock, and boy, he's through there. Stays on his feet down that right side. Ball on the Mount Vernon 39-yard line. Braddock doing a great job. Once he turns that corner, look out. This time they fake the handoff inside. Grimm keeps it, cuts it up inside himself. Down to about the Bear to the Mount Vernon 29. Mount Vernon 29. Bears pick up another 1st and 10. That's their 3rd one of this first quarter. Grimm fakes the handoff. Back to throw. Has a man breaking in the open, and it's overthrown. This ball, but to his defense here, Mike Klinkhammer, the intended receiver, got hung up inside in traffic there and couldn't clear out. This time Grimm fakes a handoff. Back to throw again. Has a man in the flat over here. That's Rorick. 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Last pass incomplete. Ball still on the Mount Vernon 29. Stout in motion to the right. Grimm back to throw once again, and he's filling the air with balls tonight. And the ball is almost intercepted. Big fourth down play here for the Bears. Ball on the Mount Vernon 29. 5:01 to go, first quarter. Bears lead 12-0. This time Grimm rolls left, keeps the ball under heavy pressure. Ducks back inside on his feet. Down he goes. He's still on his feet. He could go. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! Man, maybe should have been named T.D. Grimm instead of J.D. Grimm. Rolls left, looks, throws, incomplete. Yeah. All right, Bears set to go here. They're covering more real estate than Byers and Happel. Nice kick all the way to about the 13-yard line. Nice tackle. That's number 1 for the Bears, Matt Hills. Be their third possession of the first half. They've had real poor field position. 1 play on their first possession and a fumble. 4 plays on their second possession and a fumble. Now he comes right, and this big guy can run too, out to about the 45-yard line of Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon set to go here. Little handoff over the left side, and he gets maybe a yard. Damn hat. Second down 9 here for Mount Vernon. 3:22 to go, first quarter. Bears lead 18-0. Hesitates, then pitches late. And Federland's out there. A nice hit. We'll see who come up to hit that. Was Stout, Braddock, Rorick, and Hinkhouse in that defensive backfield for the Bears. This time Mount Vernon goes left, and there goes that big guy through there again, and he gets about 7. Cliff Bowie back in the lineup here for the Bears. He came out for a play. Quick snap, fourth down, 4th and 4. The snap's fumbled once again. The ball's loose. Let's see who has it. Looks like the Bears have it. Believe it or not, that was Chad Federland's 3rd fumble recovery of the evening. So just a great job by Chad Federland. 1st and 10 Bears on the Mount Vernon 41. 1:33 to go. A little flea flicker, and there's nobody. Puts his head down. Kevin Stout doing a nice job there, hurdling for the first down. Ball on the Mount Vernon 29. This time they fake the handoff inside. Grimm looks outside, has time, throws to Stout on about the 20, gets loose. Takes another hit, he's down at about the 10. Defense, let me tell you, I think possibly one of the best that I've ever seen assembled here. There we had a person in the end zone trying to take a picture. This time Grimm hands off inside for Braddock, and there's a little hole, he gets a couple. I said we're covering more real estate than Byers and Happel here at the rate we're going. You said that on the air? Second down goal for the Bears. Stout in motion to the left. Quick pitch to Braddock. One guy out there cuts it back inside, and the Mount Vernon tackler does a great job there. 3. Bears set to go. Grimm sets them down. Hand off to Braddock again, cuts it inside, stays on his feet. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! 4-0 with 11:20 to go, second quarter. This time they go for 2 once again. Extra points are at a premium here, and once again we don't make it. Bears set to go here. Jones set to kick off. Chris McNamara, Matt Hill, some of the guys on these special teams. Shane Peden. Tremendous kick all the way to the Mount Vernon goal line. The Mount Vernon man comes right straight back upfield. He's missed. Whoa, a tremendous hit by Chris McNamara.
Number 19, Chris McNamara, about the 22-yard line.
22 there. Chris McNamara just welcomed Nathan Smith to West Branch. Ball on the Mount Vernon 22. Handoff over the right side. Scott Stout in there, and there's a fumble. Guess who recovered that fumble? You're right, Chad Federland, 4th one of the evening. Grimm back to throw, looks long, has a man open in the flat, almost overthrown a little bit. We apologize for stuttering a little bit here, we'll blame it on nerves. Grimm looks to throw out here in the flat, has Rorick. Rorick fakes out the intended tackler, but the tackler comes back. 14, there was a loss of 4 on that last play. Ball on the Mount Vernon 25 now. Grimm fakes the handoff, rolls right, looks for the man coming across and tucks it back inside. Makes a nice decision, cuts it back inside, still on his feet. He's going for the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! Run by a quarterback in that one that J.D. Grimm just turned in. 30-0 Bears, 9:34, and once again, let's go for an extra point. Thrown inside, complete. Jones set to kick off, and we were just discussing, we're not sure that anyone's ever recovered 4 fumbles in one game. We'll have to go back and check the record books. But this time Jones squibs it a little bit. It's taken it about the Mount Vernon 25, and number 9 gets hit by about 4 Bears. Mount Vernon set to go here. This is their 5th possession. Their first possession started at their own 16, then their own 32, then their own 35, then their own 22, now their own 34. Mount Vernon set to go here. Second, and we'll call it 8. As we said before, this is their 5th possession. They fumbled on their first 4 possessions. Wide pitch, and we have a flag and a tremendous tackle there by number 12, Kevin Brown. Mount Vernon assessed a holding penalty. Now it's second, we'll call it 19. A little mix-up in the backfield, and Mr. McCarty set to go. We have this as their 15th play of the first half. Pitch to the wide side, and here comes... Mount Vernon set to kick here on 4th and 29. Under heavy rush, and it's a low punt. Hits at about the 45, rolls to about the West Branch 47-yard line. The big red machine set to go here. Ball on the West Branch 49, 6:38 to go this first half. Bears lead 32-0. Little look-in pass and just a little bit overthrown. Chad McCarty at center, Federlin and Stout at the guards. Bowie and Grimm at the tackles. Scott at the tight end position. Rourke on the left side at the wideout. Grimm back to throw. Has nice protection. Goes over the middle and a little bit behind Rourke. At this point, completing 3. 6:29 to go. Stout in motion to the left. Grimm back to throw once again. Under pressure this time. Has Rourke wide open over there in the left flat. Down the left side he goes. And he's going to be out at about the Mount Vernon 21 after he caught it. Bears have scored on their first 5 possessions. They're going for number 6 here. Little handoff to Braddock, and he could score! Touchdown Bears! Touchdown Bears! What can we say? Scott Jones to attempt the extra point. Kicks up. It's a mile deep, and it's good. Jones is teeing the ball up here, and we have the Bears with 15 running plays to this point. We have Grimm 4 of 10 in the passing department, and we won't recap each drive, but Stout had a 25-yard run, and Braddock had a 15-yard run, then Grimm had a 28-yard run, Braddock another 3-yard run, Grimm another 25-yard run, and now Braddock had a 20-yard run. So, as you can see, the Bears are more or less scoring at will here. 39-0 with 6:14 to go first half. Straight kick down the middle, bounces at the 10, taking it to 5. Bears special teams once again doing a good job. And stood up there, and down he goes. John Hinkhouse, one of the guys in there on the tackle. Mount Vernon set to go. 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Handoff over the right side, and boy, oh boy, there's not much there. Second down, we'll call it 8 here. Mount Vernon pitches late and almost throws it away again, and there's McCarty and Federlin. Mount Vernon calls a timeout there. Coach Bellamy barely gets off the field here. 3rd and 12. Handoff inside, and whoa, he's hit immediately. Down he goes. Standing at about the West Branch 40-yard line here. Mount Vernon called a timeout. They only had 10 men on the field before this punt. Once again, it's a good snap. Punts off. Mike Klinkhammer puts a strong rush on. Rourke is going to take it and fumbles it. Mount Vernon gets a big break on the fumbled punt.
Number 46, Aaron Locke.
On that last stop, sophomore doing a fine job in the middle there for the Bears. Mount Vernon back to throw. Looks out in the right flat, has the man open, and that's going to be their 3rd first down of the evening. Mount Vernon picks up their 3rd first down of the first half. Ball on the Bear 40, and a little handoff inside for maybe a couple. Scott, Stout, Bowie, Peterson, Federlin in that defensive line for the Bears. Back to throw, under heavy rush, has the man, it's completed about incomplete, he dropped it.
3rd down.
We have Mount Vernon with 19 running plays and 1 of 3 in the passing department, and that pass is way overthrown. 4th and 8 here, and as expected, Mount Vernon goes for it with 1:38 to go first half. Back to throw under heavy pressure. That's number 32, Ryan Glazebrook. Play by Ryan Glazebrook. 1st and 10 Bears, ball right about the 50-yard line with 1:21 to go first half. Grimm fakes the pitch, cuts it inside, stays on his feet. Down the right side, he could go. Down that right side, stays on his feet. He did not step out. They called J.D. Grimm out on that play. We'll like to run that one on instant replay because we don't feel he went out. But anyway, the Bears have a 1st and 10 at the Mount Vernon 17-yard line. This time they hand off to Braddock, and what a move. One-on-one. Cuts it back inside down to 3 with minute 10. Bears pick up, we have unofficially 8 first downs. Ball on the 3 with a minute 56 seconds. Hand off over left side, and that's Glazebrook, and it's touchdown Bears. Blocked once again, set to kick off for the Bears, and he's going to need to hit that whirlpool tonight. 51 seconds lead, 45-0. All the way to the 10 in the air, right straight up the middle, makes a little hesitation step. Nice move there by the Mount Vernon runner, but McNamara, Dan Peterson, and Shane Peden in on that tackle once again. 3 seconds to go. Ball on the Mount Vernon 31. Handoff over the left side. Gets out. Nice run there. 5 yards. Scott Jones set to kick off here the second half. Bears lead 45-0. We had the Bears with 18 running plays that first half. Grimm being 4 of 10 in the passing department. Surprisingly, Mount Vernon with 21 running plays. Booming kick all the way to the 10-yard line. Mount Vernon runner heads outside, and there's Boomer Scott, and down he goes. Mount Vernon takes the first snap from center to start the second half here on their own 21. Host of new Bears in there, and right away Mount Vernon busts through for a long run, gets out to about the Mount Vernon 35-yard line. Right, we'll try to get some of the players in here. We have Shane Peden in there, linebacker, McNamara in that defensive backfield. Right through the middle, and number 53, Jason Grimm in there on the tackle. 63, 61, Eric Rush in that defensive line, along with X-line. Oh, tremendous hit there. Somehow the Mount Vernon kid holds on to the football, and that's number 54, Dan Peterson just eliminated the Mount Vernon quarterback there as he trotted off the field. Hopefully he's not hurt. Handoff over the left side. Mount Vernon gets the first down. Number 21, Andy Messner in that defensive backfield, along with number 20, Scott Jones. This time Mount Vernon pitches wide, and boy, he's hit again. And they're going to be close to the first down. Number 1, Matt Hill's in there at one defensive end. Second down, 2 here for Mount Vernon. 9:21 to go, third quarter. Right through the middle, and Peden's in there along with, we'll try to get the other number here. With 3 minutes gone in this second half, Mount Vernon has 3 first downs. That's as many as they had the whole first half. 1st and 10 Bears, ball about the Bear 35, and they get about 6 more.
Runner up the middle.
Defensive line. Eric Rush and Kirk Anderson and Jason Grimm. Handoff over the right side. Number 20 for Mount Vernon gets about 5.
One's out of bounds.
Dan Peterson in that defensive line there for the Bears also. The Mount Vernon runner slips, gets his feet, and down he goes, maybe a gain of 2 here for the Bears. Ball on the Bear 19-yard line. This drive started at the Mount Vernon 21. Mount Vernon pitches late once again, and he turns the corner, and he's going to have at least a first down.
Smith again out of bounds.
Sorely tested here. 1st and 10 for the Mount Vernon on about the 11-yard line. Late pitch once again to the right side, and he could possibly get in there. He is still on his feet. It's a touchdown, Mount Vernon. And the kick's up, and it's no good. It was 79 yards, 10 plays, all on the ground. Stout picks it up at about the West Branch 20. Starts up the right side, finds a little daylight, and takes a wicked hit at about the 35-yard line. We'll try to get some more names in here. We see Scott Jones over on the right side of this line. Phil Houchins is in there. Number 22, Hinkhouse in there on offense. David Scott, the quarterback, looks to throw, has the man out there in the left flat. That was number 21. Little number 63, Kirk Anderson at center, and he's done just a great job this season, I feel. Number 74, Jerry X-line in that offensive line. Peden in the backfield. Hinkhouse in the backfield. Hand out to Peden around that right side, stays on his feet and gets a couple. 61, Eric Rushton in there. As we said before, Jerry X-line. Phil Hutchins. See some of the fine young players coming up in this Bear program. 6:17 to go, third quarter. Bears lead 45-6. Hinkhouse in motion to the left. Scott looks over the middle, then he's flushed out of the pocket, and he can run. Puts his head down, and he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Got the ball here.
Wait a minute, we're not punting. We're not punting.
Bears go for it here on 4th down on their own 35, and it's some type of a punt out of a running formation. It's just a great punt. Great punt by Braddock. Goes all the way to the announcer here. In all these years of announcing, I've never seen this punt out of that formation, but we did it. Handoff right up the middle to number 22 for Mount Vernon.
Straight ahead.
As we said before, Braddock was the one punted out of that formation, and a tremendous punt all the way to the 10-yard line. Handoff over the right side, number 74, that's big Jerry Exline in there on that tackle.
Going up to the tailback.
1st and 10 Mount Vernon on their own 24 here. 4:17 to go, 3rd quarter. And the quarterback is sacked. 63, Kirk Anderson, the young man we talked about before, in on that tackle for a loss. Brings up a 2nd and 15 here. Once again, oh my goodness, Mount Vernon gets hit. I mean, the quarterback got leveled again. Here with 3rd and 6, and once again, they run to the right side, and Hinkhouse over there on the tackle. 1st and 10 Mount Vernon on their own 43-yard line. Once again, it's nice to see all of these young players get some playing time here. That's the luxury with having a fine football program like Coach Peterson has, is he can play young players.
Couple of yards.
Mount Vernon 2nd and 8. Ball on the Mount Vernon 45. 2:28 to go, 3rd quarter. And once again, it's a late pitch, a high pitch. He cuts it inside, puts a nice fake on, and there's Dan Peterson.
Flagged down by number 54, Dan Peterson.
Mount Vernon picks up the 1st down. Bears having a little trouble containing those end sweeps here. Ball on the Bear 40-yard line. Under heavy pressure, throws, and almost intercepted. 2nd down and 10 from Mount Vernon. Ball still on the Bear 40. A little bit of a mix-up in the backfield. He's under pressure. Down he goes. Let's see who that is. 63, Kirk Anderson. Kirk Anderson gets his 2nd tackle for a loss there. 3rd, and we'll call it 20. Mount Vernon runs the in sweep, and oh my goodness, the quarterback gets leveled once again, but Mount Vernon does a good job on these in sweeps, and that's number 20, Jones, on the tackle. The number 5, the quarterback for Mount Vernon, man, he is really taking some punishment on those in sweeps. 4th down and 5. Big play for the Bear defense, and it's incomplete. Bears take over on their own 35. This is where they had the ball last time. 51 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Bears lead 45-6. Hinkhouse in motion, and there's a snap. Snap from center is fumbled.
Fumble on the snap.
21, Andy Messenger comes out. 19, Chris McNamara goes in. Scott still at quarterback here, 2nd and 12. Hills in the backfield along with Peden. Handoff inside to Hills, and boy, he does a good job getting out there.
That Hills.
3rd and 5 here for the Bears. Ball on the West Branch 40-yard line. 1st play of the 4th quarter. Bears lead 45-6. Scott back to throw. Dumps it out here in the flat to Peden, and he drops it.
Gotta have
The Bears once again are lined up in a formation, so you have no idea whether they're going to go for it here or whether they're going to punt it. And they are going to punt it, and it goes straight up in the air and hits at about the Bear 45 and takes a Bear roll and goes to the Mount Vernon 40-yard line. Mount Vernon takes over on their own 40. Good hit in there. And the quarterback bounces off, and we have a flag. 1st and 22. We believe it was a holding penalty on Mount Vernon. Whoa, what a hit. Number 79 in there. Miguel Costerman. Miguel Costerman in on a big-time hit on that last play. 2nd down, 23 here for Mount Vernon. Ball on their own 25. Handoff over the left side, and he gets maybe 5 or 6.
Blocks the ball.
punt team.
3rd and 17. Ball on the Mount Vernon 33. Back to throw. Under heavy pressure by Anderson. He gets away from Anderson. Here comes Hills. There comes Peden, and down he goes. It's Mount Vernon, but the Bears decline it on a 4th and 25. Stout and Rorick back at about the Bear 45-yard line. The punt's away, and it's a beauty. Stout takes it on the dead run at the Bear 40. Starts down that right side, and here he goes. Some tremendous blocks.
Holy cow, who got this
Stout
one out
returns
here?
the punt.
Nice punt return there by Kevin Stout. Bears take over now on the Mount Vernon 39 with 9:25 to go in this football game. Still 45-6. Bears scored all their points in the first half. Scott looks to throw, then pulls it down, cuts it inside, takes a couple hits, and down he goes after about a 5-yard gain. David Scott, the West Branch quarterback, taking some wicked hits on that little run, but he still picks up 5. 2nd and 5, ball on the Mount Vernon 35. Bears need to get to about the 25 for a first down. Hills is jammed up at the line of scrimmage.
77.
Number 21, Messenger, brings the play in. Beaton and Hill still in the backfield. Scott at quarterback. Messenger flanked out on the left side here. Little mix up in the backfield. The ball's loose. Scott somehow gets it back, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Bears go for it here on 4th and 16. Scott back to throw, looks downfield, under heavy pressure, and he's in the grasp. Mount Vernon takes over on downs, ball on the West Branch 48 with 6:51 to go. Mount Vernon probably love to get in the end zone, and here they go, right straight up the middle, and Dan Peterson in there along with
First down is
Mount Vernon picks up the first down. Ball on the West Branch 34. Handoff over left side, the ball is fumbled. Mount Vernon set to go here on 2nd and 8. Ball on the West Branch 30. Handoff over left side, and he could go. Hinkhouse is the only guy to get him, and he does at about the 10.
Smith drug out.
Mount Vernon set to go, first down on a 10-yard line. This time number 5 then pitches it late, and number 20 is hemmed in, but cuts it back inside, still on his feet. What a run by number 20, and that's a touchdown, Mount Vernon. Spots down, kicks up, and it's good. West Branch 45, Mount Vernon 13.
West Branch.
That's supposed to come down to travel. Travel.
Mount Vernon kicks off. Ball bounces at the Bear 20. Stout fakes a handoff, cuts it inside, then outside. Here he goes, he could go all the way. Down that left side, no flags. Kevin Stout, he's going to go all the way. 80-yard kickoff return. Okay. Bears set to go here after that electrifying run by Kevin Stout. We had it down as 80 yards, 5:16 to go. Bears go straight ahead here, and he's not going to make it. Scott Jones kickoff for the Bears. Ball bounces is taken at the Mount Vernon 20, and number 19 McNamara makes contact, and then in comes Peden and number 32 Glazebrook. 4:49 to go. Mount Vernon takes over here on their 30. Once again, it's a late pitch, and Hills is in pursuit. Number 21 over there. Messenger makes the tackle. We have Mount Vernon with 30 offensive plays in this second half, 28 running and 2 passing, compared to the Bears' 8. Mount Vernon goes over the left side for a first down.
What's that?
1st and 10 Mount Vernon, ball on the Bear 48.
Down.
Tries that pitch, then he keeps it and goes back inside. Kirk Anderson got a hand on him there.
Anderson.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the West Branch 46, 45, handoff over the left side. And Mount Vernon is going down to the Bear 25. 1st and 10 Mount Vernon, ball on the West Branch 25. This time he fakes the handoff, keeps, rolls out to the right. Number 21, Messenger, turns the play in.
On the carry.
Mount Vernon has an unusual formation here. They have 2 wide men to the left. Then he fakes the handoff once again, goes inside, stays on his feet, and he's hit by Peterson at about the, we'll call it 15. Minute 48 to go, 51-13 Bears. Mount Vernon rolls right, and he's hit. Down he goes. That's number 63, Kirk Anderson. It's time out here with 4th, and we'll call it 3. Handoff over the left side. Bear coaches got doused with water between plays there. Round the right side, and he's going to be at about the 4-yard line, and Peden and clock continues to go here. 46 seconds to go. Bears lead 51-13. Mount Vernon on the 3, fakes the handoff. Nice play by Chris McNamara. 16 seconds to go. Mount Vernon on the 2-yard line. Bears dig in, and he's going to score.
For the Mount Vernon touchdown.
51-19 here with 10 seconds to go. Kicks up, and it's good. Mount Vernon set to kick off here. 10 seconds. 51-20. Bears lead. Stout once again feels it at about the Bears 17. Heads upfield, and we've got 5 seconds to go. That's the end of the football game, and West Branch Bears make history here at Oliphant Street Field as they finish the season in the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference 8-0. Their first outright championship since we're going to call it 66, we believe. It's 25 years ago, and they won back-to-back championships in 65 and 66. Now they've won back-to-back championships in 90 and 91. So quite an accomplishment here by the Bears, and we'd like to salute the coaching staff.